Gemini. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. This is going to be your abundance, wealth, prosperity, money, finance, increase, career, business reading for the month of May 2019. Gemini, I've been feeling the energy really strong for you since your reading last month. And sometimes things come to me after I've already done your reading, and so I want to make sure that I'm wholly open to get the messages that you need to hear as it relates to your money, finance, wealth, and abundance for May. Now, I want to share with you that I do have some prosperity rice here. I make prosperity rice quite often. I use it in my own rituals. I keep some around my home, and I do charge my prosperity rice under the new moon and the full moon every month. And so I do believe that the energy that is in this rice is all about increased wealth and overflow. And so I have that for the readings this month because I do want to share that energy with you. So Gemini, let's get right into this. I'm feeling like I need one more card for you. Oh, I've got two. Okay. All right. What is the message for Gemini as it relates to money, wealth, prosperity, abundance, and increase for May of 2019? All right, Gemini, so we have the Sun that came up in reverse, Queen of Cups that also came up in reverse, and then we've got the Eight of Wands here. Let's talk about this first row. Now, we have the Sun card, and as you know, whenever the Sun card shows up in a reading, it doesn't matter if it's upright or reversed, I always see the Sun card as a positive card. It's one of the most positive cards in the deck, and I never have any negative connotations when I see it. Now, when I do see it in the reverse position, though, that tells me that things are going really, really well, but it may not be in the way that we had anticipated. It may not have been in the way that you expected. Now, that doesn't mean that things are bad. It just means that, okay, let's see what this is all about. Let's go ahead and try something different. So I do see that that has been, or that will happen for you in May of 2019. Now, we also have the Queen of Cups here, and whenever she shows up in reverse, this is a highly emotional card. So if you are making decisions based on emotion, which usually is the meaning whenever I see her, I really want you to kind of pull back on that. Emotional decisions are not necessarily the best decisions, okay? Especially as it relates to our money and our finances. Now, when we make emotional decisions, sometimes that causes things to change very, very quickly. The Eight of Wands is always a card of speed. It's always a card of movement. When I see the Eight of Wands showing up in a reading or in a spread, it means that something is going to happen very, very quickly. And like I said, just be careful when you're making decisions, because highly emotional decisions sometimes do not set us up in the best positions. Now, I also see the Five of Wands in reverse. So this tells me that you've been having some disagreements, some arguments, some chaotic times, either in business or with a partner per se. And you've kind of gone through some heavy disagreements, but that is passing. Things are going away. You've actually decided to not necessarily give up, but you've decided to just kind of stop fighting for right now and just kind of surrender to the way things are. Because when I see this Wands card here, that's a card of surrender and just kind of, like I said, not giving up, but it's also about just kind of allowing things to kind of sit where they are right now. It doesn't mean that you have to make a decision. It doesn't mean you have to make any quick moves, but it does mean that, you know what, right now you're just going to lay low and see what happens. And that's probably one of the best things you can do at this time. Now, what other message do I have for Gemini as it relates to money, wealth, finance, abundance, prosperity, increase for the month of May 2019? High Priestess. Here we go again with the emotions and intuition. Now, your gut has been telling you to do something, and your gut has been trying to, or your intuition has been leading you in a direction that you may not be completely embracing right now. You are kind of holding back because you're not entirely sure. But this card, when she shows up, it's all about trusting your intuition. So whatever your gut is telling you to do, you need to trust it. And you know what? Because she falls on this Eight of Wands, that tells me you need to trust your gut and you cannot waste any time. Whether it be starting a business, I don't know, maybe investing in a class or something in some way, you need to do that because your gut is telling you now is the time to make the move. Now is the time to make the decision, and now is the time to take action. Trust your gut. You're going to be okay. Now, I also see the Eight of Cups here, and this is a card about walking away. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're walking away from something bad, but it could relate to maybe walking away from something that's not serving you in a financial way, whether it be a relationship, a job, a project, even an old way of thinking, or even a lifestyle. Don't be afraid to walk away from what is not serving you. Sometimes that's exactly what you need to do in order to put yourself in the position to succeed, to get the money that you want, to get the job that you want, to get the things that are going to make your life change for the better. You're going to have to move away from something. And that could also be what's tying into this intuitive card here as well. You know, again, intuition, because she's on the Wands card and she's right next to the Eight of Cups. You know, intuition has been telling you maybe you're going to have to walk away from something, and you're going to have to do it quickly because your financial life depends on it. Your prosperity and your future depends on it. And you need to trust that, because you do need to take action now so you can set yourself up to where you want to be in the future. All right, so let's get some more clarification from the Radiant deck. What is the message for Gemini as it relates to money, wealth, finance, abundance, prosperity, increase, overflow for May 2019? Okay. Now I do see the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands here. And they're both in the reverse, which means whatever type of arguments or chaos or disagreements were going on, or fighting or defending yourself, that has passed. But it hasn't not affected you. Whatever type of disagreements you had as it relates to your finance, your abundance, your prosperity, it hurt you in a big way. It was heartbreaking. It was something that you did not expect, and you did not expect it to take such an emotional toll on you, but it did. So not only did it hurt you maybe in your finances or in your business, but it also hurt you emotionally very, very deeply. And I can see this Three of Swords tying into the Queen of Cups, because remember, when she shows up in reverse, that means you're making decisions based on emotion, and usually it's not for the good. Yeah, you're still recovering. You're still recovering from that painful situation that caused a lot of heartbreak. But here's the thing. I do see some apologies. I do see some reconnections. I do see some realigning of things to help bring back that stability and balance that you are craving, Gemini. You know, someone actually admits to you that they were wrong and that they are willing to do what needs to be done to correct the situation, to repair the relationship, to make up for the pain they caused. You know, someone is very, very sorry. And their intention was not to hurt you. But unfortunately they did, and they are aware of that. And they know that it hurt you not only emotionally, but it caused some things maybe in your finances to kind of be off as well. But that person is very, very sorry. And they are very, very regretful. And they are looking to make things up to you. But I do feel like you're going to have to go through a little bit more healing, because this really just, yeah, it's got you trapped. It's got you paralyzed. You're feeling like you really can't move because the pain is so great, you know, or the damage has been done, and you're feeling like you're trapped. You're feeling like you cannot move forward because you're stuck in one way or another. But here's the thing. In May, of 2019, I do see lots of growth happening. We have the Seven of Pentacles, which is a card of contemplation, making decisions. And you're going to be thinking about that. You're going to be thinking about, what do I do next? And you are going to be taking action. And you're also going to, you're going to stay grounded for a little bit. You know, you may feel like you're stuck, but in the big picture, you're really not. You're exactly where you need to be. You just don't realize it, okay? So, Gemini, I want you to know that you may feel trapped, you may feel stuck, you may feel like you don't have any way to go, but let me tell you, it's good. It's going to be a good thing, because you're going to see as things unfold that you're exactly where you need to be, okay? And again, I need you to trust that. I need you to trust that, especially in May. All right, let's go ahead and pull an oracle card and see what the angels and ancestors want you to know as it relates to money, wealth, finances, abundance, increase, and prosperity for May of 2019. Now I got 2 cards here. Oh, I've got 3 cards. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and go with all of them. The first one you got is embrace the energy of peace. The next one is surround yourself with protective energy. And then finally, you got the High Priestess, harness mystic power. And again, we saw that High Priestess card right here. So again, you really need to trust that intuition. You're getting that message strong and clear that your intuition is taking you in the direction that you need to go. And it's actually bringing the things to you that you want. So you need to trust that. And here we've got, we're all about that energy of peace and energy of protection. And I do want you to look into that, because again, because you have been hurt, you've gone through some painful heartache, I want you to protect yourself. And I really just mean that you need to stay guarded. You know, you really need to stay guarded with how you share your life with people, as well as your emotions. And also embrace that energy of peace. Try to stay neutral as much as possible. Try to refrain from judging things until you know all of the details and all of the information. And try not to react to every little thing. Stay in peace, and trust your intuition. All right, Gemini, I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed this reading for May of 2019. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to drop those down in the comments below. And I'd like to invite you to join my newsletter, because I do have some tips for you if you're looking to shift your money mindset, and I would love to send those tips to you for free. All right, everyone, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I'll see you again soon.